Okay, we're on the record for a Thursday morning civil docket for August 19th, 2021. I'll begin with quick announcement. Mr. Hector Hernandez Jr.
Good morning, Your Honor. Hector Hernandez Jr. I'm here on number 73 on your criminal docket, CR-20-02357-I, State of Texas versus Jose Silva.
Okay, and is Mr. Silva present?
I saw him right now, Your Honor. He should be.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, respectfully, we just need a little bit more time. As the court may recall, my client is trying to take a defensive driving course and get his driver's license. However, there's some issues with DACA right now with everything going on. He already has an appointment on Monday regarding the defensive driving. Hopefully, we'll resolve that very shortly.
Okay, anything to add from the state?
Nothing to add for that case, Judge.
Okay, and how much time are you needing, counselor?
I'll defer to you, Your Honor, but at least 30 days.
Okay. Okay, on the, Ms. Rivera, do we still have room on the 28th?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so we'll come back on September 28th at 9:30.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much. May we be excused?
You certainly may.
Take care.
Thank you. You too. Attorney Judith Cantu. Attorney Judith Cantu. Oh,
Can you hear me, Judge?
now I can.
Judge, I have number 30 on your criminal docket.
Okay, that's CR 20-07579-I, State of Texas versus Carlos Manuel Fuentes. Is Mr. Fuentes present?
Judge,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
believe no, it's not 30. I'm sorry. I thought it was 30. I represent, it's that I have two of them. One's in the afternoon and one's in the morning.
Samuel Gonzalez, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Samuel Gonzalez, are you present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, what number is that on the court's docket? Do you know, Ms. Rivera?
40 and 41, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, that is CR 21-04499-I
Yes.
and CR 21-04500-I. Okay, and what is your announcement?
Judge, we've been offered a class to take, and my client has accepted to take an anger management class, and the case will be dismissed if I'm not mistaken. And it's a 4-hour anger management class. So we're inclined to do that. We're asking for a short continuance so he can do that.
Okay, and when is that course offered?
He has to contact the probation department. I contacted the DA's office this morning, and Mr. Nguyen was the one that told me that he has to contact the probation department.
Okay, Miss Soto, do you know how long is it going to take him to get in? What time frame are we looking at so that I reset him for a date that is feasible?
Judge, since there's different vendors, they can contact other vendors and see who has the closest appointment. I would say maybe 2 to 3 weeks, Judge. And if the attorney wants, I can email her the list today. She can provide it to her client.
I would appreciate that.
Okay, then we'll come back on September 28th at 9:30.
September 28th. Thank you, Judge. That's all I have. May we be excused.
You certainly may.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Likewise.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Attorney Andre Maldonado.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Judge, I have number 79 on the court's docket, State versus Joel Rene Villarreal. It is CR 20-04909-I.
Okay, and is Mr. Villarreal present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, we're asking for more time. He's still pending felonies, Judge, that have not been filed yet.
Okay. And Ms. Soto, do we have a report on his device?
Yes, Judge, he does have the mobile device with Safeguard Solutions, Judge, and the report from June to July, Judge, he did have 5 late tests and 10 skip tests. I did speak to him yesterday, Judge. He did advise me that he had changed his work schedule. He's back at Stripes. So we worked in the schedule, but this was prior to him starting at Stripes again, Judge.
Correct. Okay, so, Mr. Villarreal, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. The last time that you were here, we were considerate of your schedule and we modified your schedule. We were even considerate of your medical situation. And I
Yes,
told
ma'am.
you at that time that that was your first and final warning, sir. And
I-
that I
I
have
just-
every right to revoke your bond modifications if you are not following what you are supposed to do. 5 late tests and 10 skip tests are unacceptable, because then that gets my mind thinking, well, why? Why is he late? Why is he
Ma'am,
skipping? No, don't
can
talk,
explain.
don't talk, because unless you have your attorney's permission to talk. Mr.
Sorry.
Maldonado, are you giving your client permission to talk?
At this time, no, Judge.
Okay, do not speak.
Sorry.
Mr. Villarreal, now that your times have been modified again, because we're working with you, I'm still gonna fine you $200 to pay to Mothers Against Drunk Drivers for your second violation. You have 14 days to pay that from today's date. Do you understand me?
Yes, Your Honor.
The next time that you come before me and you have any more violations, I'm not going to charge you a fine. I'm going to incarcerate you. Do you understand me?
I understand, ma'am.
Okay. Anything else? Does the state have anything?
Not on that one, Judge. Like the defense counsel said, defendant has a intake, felony at intake, Judge.
Okay. Well, normally I would have set you further out, Mr. Maldonado, because of that felony being on an intake. However, because he already has twice that he's been before me with violations, I'm going to continue to keep tabs on him. Okay, so I'm
Okay,
going to
good.
have you come back on September let me see. I'm going to have you come back on September the 16th at 9:30. At that time, I'm going to ask for your report to be pulled again, Mr. Villarreal. Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I
Anything?
can
No,
I just speak for myself?
no, sir, because you do have retained counsel and he has not given you permission to speak. And just a reminder, anything you say can and may be used against you in a court of law. So I would think twice, 3 times, more than that before you speak. Okay. Anything else, counselor? Well, I think we lost your attorney. So,
I'm sorry.
oh,
I'm back.
okay. So if nothing else, then we'll see you on September the 16th at 9:30, sir.
Thank you, Judge. Have a great day.
Likewise, you are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Attorney Miro Arredondo.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Judge, I have a couple of cases, Judge. The first one is number 1 and number 2 on your docket, Judge. Sorry, it's number 58 on your docket, Judge, Pablo Puga, and he's present on Zoom, Judge.
Okay, CR number what did you say?
Number 58, Judge.
Oh, 58. I heard 15. I said, okay.
58, Judge, Pablo Puga.
Okay, CR 21-00511-I, the state of Texas versus Pablo Puga. Is Mr. Puga present?
Yes, Your
Present on Zoom, Judge.
Okay. And what are we doing on this case?
Judge, as we announced before, Your Honor, he's already been accepted into the PTD program, Judge, but we're trying to get the ADR reconsidered with Mr. Mike Garza.
Okay, Mr. Arredondo, I've been on the bench going on 8 months. By the time I memorize your clients' names, and that tells me that he's already been before me way too many times. This is the 6th time with the same announcement, sir. During that time period, he was supposed to have already been reconsidered. I can't have that, Mr. Arredondo. Either he's gonna take the PTD placement, and obviously the DA's office doesn't want to give him ADR. Because they've been reconsidering that for I don't know how long, over 6 months.
Well, actually, Judge, we did speak to Mr. Juan Viescas when he was on board at the D's office, Judge. but he never gave us a straight answer whether it's going to be denied or accepted, Judge.
Well, he's
Now that
gone. He's
Now that
gone.
he's gone,
On
we
to
need to
greener
talk to Mr. Mike.
pasture.
Well, if I can just get a final reset, Judge, if not, we'll just do a PTT placement.
Let me even get confirmation, Ms. Wadenia or Mr. Wynn, do we have confirmation that he's, that he has been accepted to PTD?
He is PTD eligible and approved on May 17th, Judge, but I don't see any ADR consideration on file for it.
I'm already going to to medical school with Mr. Puga. We saw him through the admissions process. Now he's already in medical school. He's already moved. We need to get him to move on with his life. And I'm pretty sure Mr. Puga agrees with me. So, how much time are you gonna need to do this? And this will be a final.
30 days, Judge.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set you for the afternoon docket on September the 28th at 1:30. And that's gonna be for, that's gonna already be for disposition, whether it be for placement or you make an announcement that he's been given ADR.
Yes, Your Honor.
How's medical school, Mr. Puga?
It's pretty tough, but it's going very well.
Okay, see what I mean? By the time I still remember what your clients are doing for a living, where they're at school and all this stuff, that's not good. That's not good. Okay, so Mr. Puga will continue your hard work, sir. And you still have your mobile monitoring device?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do we have a report for him?
Yes, Judge, report for the past month, he did not have any violations, Judge.
Okay, perfect. Continue to do well, Mr. Puga. You have done well so far, and I'm sure that you'll continue to do well. We'll see you on September the 28th, but this time at 1:30, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you have a good day.
Likewise, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Arredondo, which other one?
Yes, Judge. I have number 59 and 60 on your docket, Judge. Belen Quesada. She's also present on Zoom, Judge.
Okay, so this time Ms. Quesada attended. So that's CR 20-02659-I and CR 20-02660-I. The state of Texas versus Belen Quesada. So what are you gonna do about the NISA that was granted back in June?
She is present today, Judge. If we can get that nice site, it is her first nice site, Judge. If it can be recalled, Your Honor.
Okay,
We
Ms.
can get
Quesada, Ms. Quesada, please announce yourself.
Hello, I'm here.
Okay. Ms. Quesada, when you have court settings, you are to appear unless you have an emergency. Do you understand, ma'am?
Okay.
Each warrant for your arrest that I issue to you does have costs attached to it that costs the taxpayers. So I'm not going to be having anybody flip the dime for you. Do you understand me?
Understood.
I'm going to recall the warrant at this time. But you do still have to be careful because it does take some time before that gets processed.
Okay.
Okay, so what are we going to do?
So our client Belen Quesada, she has a felony pending, Judge. It is set for August the 30th.
So arising out of one of these deals or?
Yes, Judge. It's out of the same transaction.
Okay. And she has a setting on August the what?
The 30th.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and come back on September the 16th at 9:30. What do you anticipate that you may be doing in that felony?
It's going to be a plea, Your Honor. We're just trying to get a plea agreement set up, Judge.
Okay, does that plea agreement take care of the cases in my court or that's not going to happen?
It should, Judge. I mean, we're trying to see if we're going to plead them to the misdemeanor to try to get the felony dismissed, Your Honor.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, Ms. Quesada, best of luck to you. Does she have a device?
Well, see, I don't know why you pressed it there.
I don't know either. Okay. Do you have a device?
I do have a device. I've had one for more than a year, maybe.
Okay. Ms. Soto, who does she have that device with?
Judge, I don't have that information. She can provide the vendor, Judge, and I will request reports.
Okay, Ms. Quesada, what is your phone number?
956-450-0695.
Okay, do you recall who the vendor is?
It's called Smart Start, and I go in Edinburgh with Joe's Masters.
Okay, the next time that you're gonna come here, I'm gonna ask for a report. I expect that I'll have 0 violations. If you have any violations, I'm gonna take them up at that time, and then I'll decide what the consequence will be. Do you understand that?
Understood.
Okay, so it's about 30 days from today, so that'll give me a good look at your history. I'm gonna ask for it to go as far back, at least for the last 3 months if I can, because I wanna see how you've been doing on it.
Okay.
All right? So I'll see you on September the 16th at 9:30.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else?
Yes, Judge, I have one more case, Judge. It's number 1 and number 2 on your docket, Victor De Leon.
Okay, CR 20-0243-I, CR 21-06355-I, the state of Texas versus Victor De Leon. Is Mr. De Leon present?
He's present on Zoom, Your Honor.
Mr. De Leon, will you announce yourself?
Morning.
Good morning, sir. Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, we submitted the waiver of arraignments on these counts, Judge. On both of them, and our client, we're waiting for a felony indictment, Judge, to come in.
Okay, so when did you submit your waivers of arraignment, sir?
I'm not sure, Judge. I don't have the exact date, Your Honor, but I know that they were submitted.
Your Honor, they were forwarded maybe a minute ago. They were filed yesterday at 4:23. However, I don't see that there was proof of interlock for the DWI, Judge.
Okay. Mr. De Leon, do you have a device, either an interlock device or a mobile monitoring device?
No, ma'am.
You don't?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna arraign you. Usually I would have accepted your waiver of arraignment. However, this is on a DWI case, and I do not accept waivers of arraignment on DWI cases unless you've attached proof of an interlock device or a mobile alcohol monitoring device. Since that wasn't the case, then I'm gonna quickly arraign you. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, please raise your right hand. Do you swear that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
You may lower your hand. In CR 21-06355-I, the state of Texas versus Victor De Leon Jr. Is that your true and correct name, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you are here before the court charged with a Class B misdemeanor of driving while intoxicated. Class B misdemeanor carries a potential penalty of up to 6 months in Hidalgo County Jail and up to a $2,000 fine upon conviction. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sir, has any court ever declared you to be mentally incompetent, crazy, or insane?
No, ma'am.
Okay, counselor, in speaking with your client, do you find him to be mentally competent and able to assist you in his own defense?
I do, Judge.
The court will make a finding that Mr. De Leon is competent and able to assist his attorney in his own defense, enter a plea of not guilty. And the state, I'm sure, has an announcement.
Judge, the state request that the defendant get a device, obtain a device.
Okay.
Judge,
Mr. Arredondo, hold on. Mr. Arredondo, is this his first DWI offense?
Yes, Judge. It's a Class B, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Nguyen, do you show any previous arrests for DWI?
Judge, this is his first DWI offense, but there was an action involved.
Ah. Okay, Mr. De Leon, I'm gonna order that you get a mobile alcohol monitoring device.
Okay.
And may I have your phone number, sir?
956-733-5681.
Okay, sir, we do have a very long docket this morning and this afternoon, so sometime today, Ms. Soto is going to get in touch with you and give you information so you can obtain that device.
Okay.
Okay. How much time do you need, Mr. Redondo?
Since we are waiting for a felony indictment, Judge, so we can get about 45 to 60 days. Judge.
Okay, I want to see how he's doing with that mobile alcohol device. I do require that you get that within 48 hours, Mr. De Leon. And then I want to see how you
Yes,
do
ma'am.
for about 30 days. I'm going to have you come back here on September the 28th at 9:30 on both of your cases. And that's just going to see, I want to know if you've obtained your device and how you're doing on your device. And then perhaps if we have any information on your felony at that time, then we'll know how to proceed. Okay?
Okay.
Anything
Yes, ma'am.
else?
Yes, Your Honor, I have one more case, Judge, but it's for Mr. Rudy Moreno, Judge. It's number 7 and 74 on your docket.
Okay, Mr. De Leon, you are excused, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Likewise, sir. Okay, number 7, that's CR 21-02381-I and CR 20-05552-I, the state of Texas versus Ana Maria Tafich, Tafich. And what is your announcement?
Your Honor, Judge, Mr. Rudy Moreno was appointed on this case, Judge. I've appeared twice for 2 separate hearings for Ms. Ana Maria. She's never showed up, Judge, but she did retain Mr. Rubio Salinas, and a motion to substitute counsel was filed, Judge. So we're respectfully requesting that this court grant that motion, Judge.
Okay, so, and is she present on Zoom, Ms. Tafich? Are you present on Zoom?
I don't see her on here, Judge. I don't see Mr. Rubio Salinas either.
Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead, the KPS was issued, so it's gonna stand. I'll grant the motion for substitution and I'll see that, do we have an order on file, Ms. Rivera? Does it show?
Yes, Judge, it does show. I do know that Mr. I'm sorry, Judge, I've been on mute. It does show, I do know that Mr. Salinas' office did give us a call yesterday concerning resets, but this was not one of them. If you'd like, Judge, I can get in contact with them and I set them up for the soonest due to the KPS still being active.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and forward his order granting the substitution to my queue and I'll sign off on it and just let them know that there is a KPS that was issued on their client and they do need to make arrangements. So we'll work with them on the date.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Arredondo, anything else?
That's all I have for today, Judge. May I be excused?
You certainly may, sir.
Thank you, Judge. Have yourself a great day.
Likewise. Attorney Reggie Richardson?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number, I believe, 52.
I'm sorry, what number?
52.
Okay. That's CR 1916007-I, State of Texas versus Debbie Murillo. Is Ms. Murillo present?
She is. Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
She is present on Zoom, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, this case was a transfer from County Court 7. There was a motion to suppress on file at the time of the transfer. I've not discussed with my client about waiving the in-person confrontation for that setting. If I could just have a very, very brief reset to discuss that with her, and then we will announce as to whether we'd like to urge it in person or if she's waiving the confrontation.
Okay, and how brief of a reset?
But if you could give me a week.
Okay.
If I could, Judge, if I could let she work, she's gainfully employed, Judge, with legal aid. Would I be able to inform your staff if we are in fact proceeding by Zoom and
yes,
look at your suppression calendar?
Yes, go ahead. If it's going to be virtual, we can accommodate you. If it's in person, well, that's a different story. But yes, you can go ahead and coordinate with my staff and just let them know that, you know, but your motion to suppress or actually your order setting hearing has to stay on there. So whether it will be virtual and they're waiving their right or if it's going to be in person. And so if you have an order already on file that doesn't state that, if you can please amend that order and just.
I can safely guess, Judge, that it probably does not. So we will refile an order.
Okay, that's fine. Then go ahead and do that and let us know.
Okay.
Because if you're gonna move forward with that, then it's not necessary for us to do a status hearing, but
Right.
if not, then, but I'll go ahead and give you just a date for September the 28th,
Sure.
just so I don't lose track of it.
And that's at 9:30, Judge?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. And does Ms. Murillo have a device?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
I think she had, and Judge, just to her credit, she was successful at the ALR level on this matter.
Okay. Okay. All right, then I'll see you on September 28th at 9:30 if necessary, and just coordinate with my staff.
Okay, so just for clarification, Judge, if we do get a suppression date, then we will not need to appear on the 28th?
Correct.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Your Honor. May we both be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Likewise, Attorney Daniel Longoria. Mr. Longoria? Okay. Mr. Steindale?
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I have number 13 and 14 on your docket.
Okay, that's CR 17-09810-I, CR 16-04049-I, the state of Texas versus Ángel Barajas. Is Mr. Barajas present?
Yes, Judge, he is present.
Mr. Barajas, can you please announce yourself?
Yes, ma'am, present.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, we have two cases. One's an assault, one's a DWI. We were first to go to trial, set to go to trial on the assault case, and then COVID hit. So we're asking for trial settings on both. On the DWI, Judge, we had a motion to suppress, and judge has taken it under advisement. I think it was back in 2019. So I don't know if we need to file another setting for that. The trooper didn't show.
Okay.
Also, Judge, there's, I think, a case is outstanding, and we'd like to recall nice eye.
Okay, so as for your motion to suppress, since the previous court has already heard it and it was taken under advisement, it's up to you. If you want to re-urge your motion to suppress, you'll have to file an order resetting hearing. Please indicate whether or not it'll be in person or virtual.
Okay.
As far as the KPS is concerned, because let the record reflect Mr. Barajas is present, I will recall that KPS.
Thank you, Judge. I think they're on both cases because it was a status back in October when
Okay.
2020.
Then any outstanding KPSs that are on Mr. Barajas on CR on these two cases, CR 17-09810-I, CR 16-04049-I are recalled.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so also it'll be the same. I'll give you a status date for September the 28th
Okay.
at 9:30 on both cases. And did you file a motion to suppress just on the DWI, or did you also have one on the assault?
No, Judge, I did not have one on the assault.
Okay. So go ahead and then let us know what it is that you want to do. Other than that, I'll see you on September 28th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Tracy Evans?
Yes, Judge, I have number 49 on the docket, Judge.
Okay. CR 19-14672-I, the state of Texas versus Ever Sebastian Martinez. Is Mr. Martinez present?
Judge, I don't see him. This is the first setting since the case has been transferred from Court 8. I did send him the information. He didn't respond. I would just ask for maybe a week or two reset so I can send him a letter by mail, Judge.
Okay. Ms. Rivera, do we still have some morning slots open on September 9th?
Yes, Judge, we do.
Okay. Why don't we come back on September the 9th? That should give you time to send out a letter to him.
Yes, Judge. That's all I have. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Daniel Longoria?
Yes, Your Honor. Judge, I have number 45 on your docket, Jorge Jaramillo.
Okay, that is CR 21-03872-I, State of Texas versus Jorge Jaramillo. Is Mr. Jaramillo present in your office?
He is present, Your Honor.
Okay. And what is your announcement?
Judge, I was, the state offered a PTD. The thing is, when it came through, I was sick with COVID. I was sick for a while. I'm getting back into everything. So I just had him fill out all the application and the waivers and everything. So I need some time. I mean, that's all going to be filed today, but time to get a response back from the state.
Okay, any response from the state?
Yes, Judge, the defendant is PT eligible, so we, we request 60 days to review the application.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to see that you're better, Mr. Longoria, and that you're back working. I will grant the state's request for a 60 days reset date. So we'll come back on October the 21st. And we'll see if we have an answer at that time at 9:30.
October 21st at 9:30.
Yes, sir.
And my client is present, so he does have the setting, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Okay, may I be excused?
Yes, you may, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Javier Flores.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 7 on the court's criminal docket.
I'm sorry, sir. What number?
7070, State versus Philip Ray Ramos.
Okay. And is Mr. Ramos present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that is CR 20-03267-I. Okay, what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, on this case, we are still pending the felony. It has been pending for a while, and I understand that it hasn't been indicted as of yet.
Okay. And this is the first DWI?
It is, yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And he does have a mobile device as well, I believe.
Okay. Mr. Ramos, who do you have that device with?
I believe it's in Toxalock.
Okay. Ms. Soto, do you have any reports on him?
Yes, Judge, he does have his interlock device with Intoxalock, Judge. He did not have any violations for the past month. He only had 16 engine starts, Judge.
Okay, you're not using your vehicle, Mr. Ramos? Or?
Long story short, my engine had caught fire. So for quite some time, the truck was just parked. I just got the truck about a month, like about a week ago. So
okay, so it's working now?
Yes, ma'am, it is working now, and I will start using it again.
Okay. Okay, then we'll go ahead and see if we give it some time. I'll go ahead and because you haven't had any violations, and just so you know, if the probation officer gets your report and you have had violations, I'll call you in sooner than this. Other than that,
you will not see any violations on that docket, on that paper.
Okay, so I'll have you come back, Mr. Flores, on October the 28th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, sir, anything else?
I have nothing further. May I be excused?
You certainly may, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir. Mr. Damian Orozco.
Good morning, Your Honor. Your Honor, I have number 77 on your docket. That is CR 19-13622I, Your Honor, State of Texas versus Miriam Andrea Vallejo, Your Honor. And
Okay.
she logged on.
Okay, Ms. Vallejo, can you announce yourself, please?
Spanish speaker, Your Honor, I apologize.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, can you please ask Ms. Vallejo to announce herself?
María Andrea Vallejo, por favor, se presenta.
Sí, aquí estoy presente.
I'm here present.
Ask her to turn on her camera.
Por favor, prenda su cámara.
Listo.
Okay. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor. This was also a case that was transferred to your court, Your Honor. We had previously received a recommendation from the district attorney about potential qualifying for PTD. Your Honor, this is an incident of theft. It's the allegation. I have conferred with her immigration lawyer of choice by the name of Ana Ochoa Covin this past week, and she tells me that that recommendation is probably not going to work because of the crime of moral turpitude. I'm asking for some time so that I can renegotiate with the district attorney and possibly plead to a different offense, Your Honor.
Okay. I do recall that with the immigration issues.
Yes,
So, how much time do you need, Counselor?
Your Honor, I'm thinking 35 to 45 days, Your Honor. Once I get a new recommendation, I will again run it by Ms. Ochoa Covin just to make sure that that's going to work for our client, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll have you come back on September 28th.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that'll be at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. Actually, if it may please the court, I have two settings this afternoon, Your Honor. I know that one of them is a mandatory arraignment. It's a DWI, and another one, it was going to be a quick announcement. I'm having to transport my daughter to San Antonio. She starts Trinity, Your Honor. I'm wondering if I could, I'll be logged in, but I'll probably be on the road. I'll have to pull over or something. But I'm just advising the court of my status this afternoon.
Okay, so are your clients incarcerated or are they out on bond?
Oh, no, Your Honor. No, they're not. One of them, Your Honor, it was having to pay the $300 so he can pay his tickets, and that way he will qualify for the PTD. And the other one is an arraignment and a DWI, Your Honor, but he's out on bond.
Okay, so it's up to you. You want to, I don't mind giving you the courtesy. I know right now it's very crazy. Some of y'all are taking your kiddos up to school. So if you want to make your announcement while you're on the road and not have your camera on, I'm fine with it. But
I can do that, Your Honor. I can do that. I'll log on and make the announcement without the video.
Okay, that's fine. Then we'll go ahead and just remind me and I'll take you up first.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it. May I be
Okay,
excused, Judge?
you certainly may.
Thank you, ma'am. Be safe.
Thank you. Likewise. Okay, Attorney Mauricio Martinez.
Good morning, Judge. I've got 21 and 22 on your docket this morning.
Okay. That's CR 20-07075-I. That's Jesus Alberto Cruz.
He's on the second screen for me, Judge, so he's present this morning.
Okay, Mr. Cruz, can you please announce yourself?
Morning, ma'am.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, we've been speaking with Prosecutor Nguyen on this matter. We've been emailing back and forth. I believe we've submitted everything necessary for a potential ADR. I think they're just considering it right now. I don't know if they've made that decision yet.
Okay, what says the state?
Yes, Judge, we're still considering it, Judge.
You're pondering it, thinking about it.
This is an ADR request, Judge, because of his DACA status. And so I'm not going to rush them. I'm hoping they rule in our favor.
Okay. I mean, it's racing on highway. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's see what can be done on this. How much time then, Mr. Nguyen, do you think y'all will need?
A couple weeks, Judge, like 2 weeks. Be fine, Judge.
Let's come back on September the 9th at 9:30. Okay. Mr. Cruz, we'll see you at that time, sir. You are excused.
Thank you, ma'am. You have a good day.
Likewise. Okay, CR 21-02620-I, the state of Texas versus Mauricio Martinez.
No, Judge, versus Juan Jesus de Leon, not against me.
I'm sorry. That's what I get for trying to read. You're like, what? Never.
I haven't done anything, I swear.
Yes, CR 21-026, strike that from the record. CR 21-02620-I, the state of Texas versus Juan Jesus de Leon. I'm gonna have that on my bloopers reel. Okay.
I want to print out of that transcript, Judge.
And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, I haven't really spoken to any of the prosecutors yet. They have relayed discovery. In my review of that discovery, it indicates that there was a statement of accused. It was videotaped. I'm just requesting that the state.
Hold on real quick. Hold on.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
Judge, in my review of the discovery, it looks like a statement of accused was given. I'm just wondering whether or not the state has a copy of that. We'd be requesting that prior to making any other decisions.
Okay, what does the state say?
I'll have to check on that, Judge, but I reached out to the victim on this case and she still won't press charges on this case.
I'm sorry, Mr. Nguyen, she does or she does not?
She does.
She does.
Okay. And Judge, just before we announce that we want a trial or a suppression or anything like that, we just want to double check what that statement of accused actually does say.
Okay, and how much time do you need for that?
I don't want to put a time constraint on Mr. Nguyen, Judge. I know that sometimes reaching out to the agencies can be a hassle. I used to have to do it.
Okay, Mr. Nguyen, how much time do you think you'll need for that, sir?
30 days, Judge.
Okay, then we'll come back on September the 28th at
Yes, ma'am.
9:30.
And for the record, my client's here as well, Judge. He's on my first screen.
Okay, Mr. Deli, I did see him right now. Yeah, he's there. I saw him.
And Judge, if I may, if defense counsel can send us an email regarding that so that we can reach out to the agency.
I've got no problem doing that. I'll work on that this afternoon.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else?
That's it for this morning, Judge. I'll see you this afternoon.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you all again.
Okay, Attorney Catherine Perez.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 65 on your docket.
Good morning, ma'am. Okay, that is CR 21-03623-I, State of Texas versus Sammy Ramirez. Ma'am, and do you have his other cases, or is that the only one you have?
Let me check my appointment, Your Honor. My announcement on this case was going to be that I have not been able to get a hold of him. There is actually a pending felony, Your Honor, but
okay, because he has 4 other misdemeanor cases with me, but the attorney of record I have.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I said the attorney of record I have is the late Mauro Barreto.
That may be out of date, Your Honor. I have an order appointing counsel August 2nd for the bond violation of protective order, burglary of habitation, interference with emergency vehicle, accident involved damage, 2 of those. So it looks like I should be the attorney of record on all of those.
Well, the ones, okay, because let me tell you, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cases with me today. He's number 61 through 69 on my docket.
I missed that, Judge.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. This is Albert Osorio. Your Honor, I spoke with Ms. Paloma Barreto this morning. She had asked me if I could make an announcement for her on these cases. I don't know the details of this, Your Honor, but in speaking to her, I'm under the impression that she feels that she is representing Mr. Ramirez on these cases, Judge.
I have no problem with that. I'm sorry, was Mr. Barreto appointed or retained to them?
Ms. Perez, I'm not sure. I didn't ask Paloma that question. But she just asked me if I could cover for her and make the announcement. I know she also indicated to me that she has been in communication with the state on these cases. So I don't know the status of that, but that was going to be my announcement this morning to the court, Judge, for her.
Your Honor, I have no problem letting Ms. Barreto take over on these cases. Perhaps a short reset so we can clear all of this up.
Yes.
Can Your Honor, can I speak?
Oh, you're here. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so Mr. Ramirez, who is your attorney on those other cases?
Well, at first it was Mauro Barreto.
Right.
You know, but since Mauro, but now it's Paloma, you know, and actually she is retained now. It wasn't a court appointed or nothing like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we had already rescheduled the last time, but we needed some time. When I got that felony, they just wanted to reschedule. She called me earlier, see if we could get a reset for the felony court or something like that.
Okay, so hold on. So when you were charged with the accident involving damage to vehicle, the Class B, the Ms. Perez was appointed. So will you be hiring Ms. Paloma Barreto for that case?
Yes, ma'am. Ms. Paloma will go ahead and all
Okay,
my
so,
cases.
okay, so Mr. Osorio, please take down this case number.
Yes, Your Honor.
It's CR 21-03-623-I. And she will need to file her motion for substitution.
Okay,
And
I will let her know,
along with an order granting.
Okay, Judge, I will let her know.
Okay, so Ms. Bettis, and we'll go ahead and release you from that case.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have before this honorable court. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Likewise. Okay, so now Mr. Ramirez,
Yes, ma'am.
of all your cases, so you have a felony that's pending right now. Is it already been indicted? Can the state tell me, or is it still in intake?
It just happened 2 weeks ago, ma'am. I just got out of county jail.
Okay,
but
hold on. Don't say anymore. Let Mr. Osorio respond. Mr. Osorio, what?
Yes, Your Honor. I was made aware of that as well by Ms. Barreiro, Judge. So with that being said, we were just going to respectfully request some additional time, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Ms. Soto, are you showing that Mr. Ramirez was ordered to have a device, or was that his first DWI?
I'm not showing any reports for him, Judge, or that he has a device.
Okay, Mr. Ramirez, when you were arrested for the DWI back in 2018 or so, I'm sorry, in 2017, did you have a device that you were ordered to get?
No, ma'am, because we were supposed to take that. Mata was going to take that. Was requesting pre-trial for that case. It was going to be a trial because what happened was wrong.
Okay. So then now, all those cases you want for me to reset them because of the felony that's pending now?
Yes, ma'am, if you can.
Hold on, not you, Mr. Osorio.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor. Respectfully, I was going to ask some additional time for all those cases so Ms. Barreiro can go ahead and try to work whatever she needs to work out or whatever it is that she's working with the state judge.
Okay, October 28th at 9:30.
Okay, thank you very much, Judge. I'll be forwarding that information to Ms. Barreiro.
All right, so Mr. Ramirez, I'll see you on October the 28th at 9:30.
Quick question, ma'am. Would that be for my felony court or just my misdemeanors?
This will be for your misdemeanor, sir. Your felony will be pending in another court.
All right, ma'am. Sounds good. Appreciate you, Yana. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Bye.
Anything else, Mr. Osorio?
Actually, Your Honor, I do have another case, Your Honor, number 72 on the court's criminal docket, the state of Texas versus Michelle Rodriguez, who were set for status hearing this morning, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Rodriguez, CR 1806526-I. Okay, is Ms. Rodriguez present?
I saw her earlier on the list of participants, Judge.
Michelle Rodriguez, are you
I'm
present?
here, Judge. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, Mr. Osorio, what is your announcement?
Your Honor, we were here to check on status. She had a violation on her mobile device last time. I know Your Honor wanted to check status on, see if she had any more violations today. The announcement from the last time will be a carryover, Your Honor. I just respectfully asking for a trial date on this case, Judge.
Okay, so Ms. Soto, what does Ms. Rodriguez's report state?
Judge, the last time you were here, she did have violations, Judge. You did order her to pay the $150 on MAT, and she did pay that on August the 2nd, Judge. Also on her report, the day after her court to yesterday's date, Judge, she had 1 missed test and 3 late tests.
Jeez.
And Judge, on the late, I'm sorry, Judge, on the late test that she had, Judge, she's missing the morning test. She's testing like at 7 o'clock at night.
Ms. Rodriguez, okay, so now you got past those other violations. Now why are you missing tests and having late tests?
I do apologize for that, Judge. I do work nights and I have alarms set for each one of my tests. And the one that I missed my morning alarm. And when I wake up, it's for me to go back to work again. And that's when I wake up and I do the next one because of the stages that I have them for. I really do, like I said, I have my alarm set and everything like that for it, but I do work overnights and I do get out in the early mornings. And I've just been a little bit over exhausted with it, but
Ms.
I do take
Soto, hold on. And Ms. Soto, have we already modified her schedule?
I've spoken to her, Judge, but right now the schedule that she has, I mean, she had been doing very well except for those 3 late tests and not 1 missed test. So if she needs me to work with her schedule, with your approval, I can talk to her and we can modify something, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Rodriguez, you've showed some improvement. So I need for you to get your schedule from your employer and get with Ms. Soto so that we can have a schedule that will work in monitoring you. That's the whole purpose. When you have a mobile device, it's for us to monitor to make sure that you're not drinking. It's not to, punish you. I know it's going to feel like punishment, but I want to make sure that there are feasible times for you to test. Because if not, then you're going to be setting yourself up to fail. And I really do believe in rehabilitation. I really do. And I really do believe in, if you jump through the hoops of the system, that you should be rewarded at the end of that, not only be given consequences. So although you have improved, you still have this one last hurdle to go through. So get your schedule, get with Ms. Soto. You have her phone number, call her later on in the afternoon. She does have a long docket this morning and in the afternoon, so that you all can come up with the testing timeframes that will work, okay?
Okay, that's perfect. The number that I have, is it the one that's on the email that she sent to me?
Yes.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay. Anything else?
Nothing further, Judge. Just requesting a trial date.
Okay, well, I'm still gonna continue to keep tabs on her first, okay?
Okay.
So,
problem,
because jury trial dates, we're not giving them right now anyways.
Okay, no problem, Judge.
Okay, so I'm gonna have her come back on September the 28th at 9:30.
Okay, thank you, Judge. I have nothing
Okay.
further. May I
All
be
right.
excused, Your Honor? I will see you this afternoon.
Okay,
Thank you,
thank
Judge.
you.
Thank you.
All right, Attorney Daniel Gonzalez.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. Number 57 on the criminal docket, Your Honor.
Okay. CR 20-0758-I, the state of Texas versus Arnulfo Fuentes. Is Mr. Fuentes present?
We did give him the Zoom information, Your Honor. I'm hoping that he's present.
Okay, Arnulfo Fuentes. Okay, sir, you have Fuentes. Are you Fuentes or Fuentes? Oh, Fuentes.
Fuentes with a P.
Okay, apparently I can't read this morning, so don't worry about that. Okay, so Mr. Gonzalez, what is your announcement, counselor?
Yes, Your Honor. Respectfully asking for some more time. I believe this may be a plea. We do need to get a recommendation from the state. Also, too, I need to talk to Mr. Fuentes before we sign anything as well. But yeah, just a little bit more time, Your Honor. 30 days at least.
Okay, so do you have all the discovery?
I believe so, Your Honor. We did, file 3914. I'll double check on that.
Okay. And if you need a recommendation from the state, please email them and request that rec.
Judge Verme,
Yes.
the defendant's PT eligible.
Okay, so he is PTD eligible. That's up to you.
Sounds good. No, definitely, Your Honor. I'll definitely speak with Mr. Fuentes about that.
Okay. I'll have you come back on September the 28th at 9:30.
Sounds good, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything else?
I think that is it, Your Honor. I have no further cases, if I may be excused, Your Honor.
Yes, you and your client are both excused.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you, Your Honor.
Attorney Jessica De Luna?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm not too sure. Hearing everybody else, I don't know what exactly is a quick announcement, but I have numbers 16, 17, and 18. Aaron James Basan.
Okay.
Mr. Basan is.
He's present, Mr. Basan?
He is present, Your Honor. He's under, I think it's KAZN20. Mr. Basan, if you can unmute yourself.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay. All right, that's CR 210910-I, CR 21-07865-I, CR 21-07866-I, in the state of Texas versus Aaron James Basan. Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, I believe that we were asked to be here today because there was a violation of some sort, and I believe that the court wanted him to present himself so that he could be admonished, and that other than that, I'm not really too sure what's set for today, Your Honor, other than that. If I understand correctly, Your Honor, it was, he admitted to doing drugs.
Okay, I didn't catch that because y'all froze, but I didn't take a screenshot because some of you were in compromising positions. Okay, so what, tell me again, did he go to his NA meetings?
Your Honor, I believe they gave him that information. My understanding is I guess you were going to order that today. He had to present himself to probation and to check in, and he let them know that he was going to come out dirty, and he in fact did come out dirty.
Okay. So then I believe that's why we're here on those AIP violations.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Sorry,
Go ahead, Ms. Soto.
I'm sorry, he did report on August the 4th to a probation judge, and he was positive for cocaine and also admitted to cocaine use, Judge.
While I appreciate your honesty, Mr. Basan, it doesn't help you. Okay?
Yes.
So that's why I'm saying that you need to attend Narcotics Anonymous. If you're going to want to remain a free man, you cannot have these AIP violations. And so that tells me that you may need a little help. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to know if you're using drugs because it's recreational or if it's some kind of problem that you have. But you need to attend Narcotics Anonymous. Unless, Ms. Soto, what can we do at this point?
Judge, at this point, he can be referred to any meetings, Judge. The only problem is when I did speak to him yesterday, he told me that he was out of the county working at this time. So at this time, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Does he have permission to be out of the county working?
I believe there's some type of information that states on Odyssey that he was given permission.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe last time at the hearing that we were here, in order to put him on AIP, we did discuss that he was more likely than not going to be leaving to work because he had a job available to him. And I believe that the court at that time indicated that he would be allowed to do so as long as he let Ms. Soto know. I don't know if he maybe had left before really going through that with Ms. Soto or what exactly happened there. But yes, Your Honor, he had been given permission, albeit he may have not told Ms. Soto at the time. I'm not too sure about that, Your Honor.
Okay. And Mr. Basan, you're still working?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm over here in Oklahoma. I did give my probation barrera the slip. I'm gone for a month.
Okay.
And then I'm off for a week. I'm actually doing much better over here than I am over there. I haven't done anything, no drugs, anything like that. And I'm actually planning to move over here. I just got a job offer with the company. I'm hired with the third contractor. I'm with a third contract, and I'm gonna get hired with the company itself.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that things are going well for you because that does help with your rehabilitation. And sometimes environment has something to do with it. But you need to start your Narcotics Anonymous classes, okay? Work with Ms. Soto. Are you gonna go back to work right now?
I'm actually at work right now, and I get off. I work 16 hours a day, so I haven't texted my probation officer. I got 160 people under me right now, so
I understand.
I'm in
But you
phone
do-
calls.
Okay, I understand that, but you do need to keep up with that, because even though you're working hard, if you don't keep up this end of the bargain, then you're gonna need no alternative than to, put you in jail, and that's not gonna help you. So make some time to text your probation officer. You need to continue to stay in touch with them, because then you're gonna be no good to the 160 some people that you have under you. So Ms. Soto does have a long docket today, and so she'll try to get in touch with you later on this afternoon. Perhaps together you can find a place over there that you can start your meetings at. I know you work 16 hours a day. We'll figure something out with your schedule, hopefully, but you need to do something, because the next time you come before me, if you continue to have violations, I'm gonna have no alternative than to incarcerate you. And I know you do not want that.
No, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you some time to get that figured out.
Judge, if I may?
Yes.
Judge, we were gonna get the defendant screened for mental health court, but the AD who was in charge of mental health court wasn't able to find a good number to contact the defendant. Can defense counsel provide us with a good number that we could reach out to the defendant?
Well, how is he gonna be able to do that if he's not here? How are you all gonna, how is he gonna be able, and I don't understand how that would even benefit him.
Yes, Your Honor, if I may, the reason it was brought up is at one hearing, we almost took an eyesight on him, but we found out that he had been in tropical for a suicide attempt. That's when I believe it was actually Miss Bruena, sorry if I misspoke her name, but I believe she was the one that had asked at that time for us to screen for mental health court. I had agreed, considering the facts. After that is when Mr. Besson indicated that he would be trying to get his job outside of the county, or that he had a job offer outside of the county. And that's kind of where we're at today.
That's what I'm saying. I recall you stating that, and maybe at one point it would have been feasible, but I don't think that's feasible at this point. I mean, I could, you know what I'm saying? Because he's over there, he's making a life for himself over there. So how is it going to be feasible for us to do that? So we need to come up with an alternative that may assist him in getting those 3 cases resolved. Has anybody spoken to the alleged victim on the harassments and the criminal trespass to see if they still want to move forward with this?
At the last setting, Judge, I did indicate that I did reach out to the victim, and she was really concerned about him bailing out of jail, because he was in jail at that time. Because she was worried about her safety, and she's going.
I understand, but you have to, in my position at that point, Mr. Bassan had assured me that he was going to get his life on track. And so far, his actions meet what his words are. He said he was going to get out. He was going to get his life on track. He slipped a little. Now he's working. He's trying to get on his feet. And, as far as I know, he has not contacted that person. So I just want Mr. Luna, if you can have a good conversation with him with respect to his future and how can we handle this, because it looks like, he's trying to get things together.
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't think that anyone should be punished indefinitely for something that perhaps was either a bad moment in their life. Maybe it is his character. I don't know, but if he's trying to work and he's in another state, we're kind of limited in the options that we have, and then now that he has such a supervisory position, I don't know how conviction would affect him,
And Your Honor, just for the court's notice, he has tremendously, the demeanor in speaking to him from the beginning of the onset case to now has drastically changed. His attitude even towards me has changed drastically. As well, this with the harassment issues, Your Honor, there's an underlying family issue going on as far as custody and such like that. And that fueled one of the incidents where he went over to the home. He also now has a protective order against him. He's actually trying to work so that he can hire me on the protective order. He is trying to fight all these allegations. And like you said, he is trying to move forward. Looking at now the mental health court, I do believe that it is, at this point, it would be unrealistic for us to believe he could do that.
I agree. So I think we need to confer with the state and see what it is that we can come up with for him so that he can try to put some resolution to this. And I'm gonna give you some time to work on that. And I mean like some decent time to really put in to really think about how it is that y'all can do this. So I'll have y'all come back on October the 28th at 9:30. Perhaps that'll also give him an opportunity to save some more money and see how he can advance in his other cases. But we'll come back on October the 28th and see how you're doing. And hopefully, I do hope to see, Mr. Basan, that you're only getting better.
And I'll direct him as to make sure he gets with his probation officer for some NA information, Your Honor.
Yes, please do that. Ms. Soto will be tied up for most of the day this afternoon, but please do that, okay?
I will.
All right, anything else?
That's all I have, Your Honor.
Okay, you both may be excused.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Have a nice day.
Okay, likewise. Oh, Mr. Nguyen, you can always get with Mr. Luna on the phone number because she has contact with her client. Okay? All right, Attorney Jaime Hernandez.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
I have number 39.
Okay.
At the last setting, Your Honor, or do you want me to call out the case number?
I got you. I'll go ahead and do that. Sierra 1916162-I, State of Texas versus Jorge Miguel Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez, are you present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead, counselor.
Yes, Your Honor. At the last status hearing, we were ordered to submit a USB so that we could get the video on Mr. Gonzalez's case. I have submitted that USB, so we're just waiting for that USB.
Okay, and did he get the device reactivated?
My understanding, Your Honor, is that he did get that device reactivated.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do we have a report on him?
Yes, Judge, he does have his mobile device with Safeguard, Judge, and the report for the past month, he had 5 leg tests and 4 skip tests.
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, you cannot have any violations. Do you understand me? No
Yes,
late tests, no skip tests. Now, what's the issue with the lateness? Are the timing, is the window not good, or does it not work with your work schedule? What's the deal?
No, just the timing. I need to get used to it, but I take test on demand.
Okay,
But I'm already getting on schedule with the whole timing.
you need to get that. If you're not working during the time that those windows are open for you to test, you need to test. You don't get to decide when. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm gonna fine you $200 to Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. And you are to pay that within 14 days of today's date. Next time, I will consider revoking your bond and incarcerating you. Do you understand me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, also, did you find a job?
I have a job coming up. Just waiting during this week to see the answer on it right now.
Okay, did you get that job through the employment specialist or on your own?
On my own. I had talked to the specialist.
You did speak to her?
Yes.
Okay. When are you expected to start?
Sometime this week.
Well, this weekend's tomorrow.
This coming week. I'm sorry.
Okay, so this coming week, hopefully you will be starting your new job.
Yes, correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. And are you still you're still waiting on the USB, Mr. Hernandez, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Nguyen, do you show that the USB is in your office's possession?
Yes, Judge, we see that was submitted to us on August 13th.
Okay, and how much time do y'all need before you return it back to defense counsel?
Couple weeks, Judge.
Okay, and then you'll need to review it, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. I'll review that with my client.
Okay. I'll have you come back on September the 30th at 9:30. And let's see where we're at that point. Mr. Gonzalez, I'm going to pull another report. It's about 6 weeks from today. And I better have 0 violations on there, sir. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything else, sir?
No, Your Honor. Just for that Mothers Against Drunk Driving payment, does he just get with probation and they'll provide him the details for that?
Judge, I will be calling him and I will obtain his email address.
Okay. So, Mr.
Thank you.
Gonzalez, what is your phone number?
956-960-4224.
Okay, make sure you answer the phone when the probation department calls you. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything else, Mr. Hernandez?
Nothing further, Your Honor, and I have no further business in Your Honor's court. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you. You have a wonderful day.
Okay, likewise. Okay, Mr. Munoz, are you ready?
Yes, Judge. I have number 53 on the docket, Your Honor, and if the court will allow me, Judge, I can turn the device around so the court can see my client here present.
That's okay. I'll take your word for it. Okay, CR 1915007-I, State of Texas versus David Pena. Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, just previously, this case was transferred from Court 2, Judge. We do have the discovery, and I'll work with the state in terms of a recommendation and then with my client to see what the next step would be if we need to file any pretrial motions, Your Honor.
Okay, just email the state for the rec, and then they'll return it to you. And how much time are you requesting, Counselor?
Judge, 30 days is fine, Judge, and if I do talk to my client and we decide to file a motion that would require us to waive the confrontation, I can advise the court of that as well.
Okay, then go ahead and return on September 30th at 9:30.
That's all I have, Judge. Maybe excused?
You certainly may, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll have a good day.
Likewise, Attorney Michael Parson.
Yes, Judge. Good morning. I have number 24 on your docket. That is Jorge Martinez Dominguez. Your
Yes,
Honor.
sir. CR 1915181-I. And is Mr. Martinez Dominguez present, sir?
Yes, I was in contact with him and he indicated that he was present, Your Honor.
Okay, do you know where he's at on the screen?
I want to say he's on the second page.
Under Jorge?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Okay, Jorge Artemio Martinez Dominguez. Please unmute yourself. Is he English speaking or Spanish speaking?
He speaks English, Your Honor.
Okay. Jorge Artemio Martinez Dominguez. I'm asking him to unmute and not. Oh, he's trying to come back in. You might have had issues. Hold on.
Is for Mr. Fuentes?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm here.
Okay. Okay, Jorge, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, I need a little bit more time if the court would give me that consideration, Your Honor. I do have a conference call with the DA this afternoon to talk about some of the cases out of this court. we do need some time also to review the video. And I apologize, Your Honor, I know this is an older case, but we just adopted the case myself, so I will get started on it. If the court could consider us giving a 30-day reset, we will have something worked out by that time.
Okay, and Mr. Dominguez, who do you have your device with? Do you have an interlock device or do you have a mobile alcohol monitoring device?
Mobile device.
Okay, and who do you have that with, sir?
At the interlock.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have any information on him?
Judge, he has his mobile device with Lifesaver, and the report for the past month, he had 4 late tests and 4 skip tests.
Okay. Mr. Do you go by Martinez or Dominguez?
Dominguez.
Okay, Mr. Dominguez.
Mhm.
I know this is the first time that you're in front of me, but I'm gonna let you know when you have a mobile monitoring device or even an interlock device, I tolerate 0. I need 0 violations. Do you understand me?
Yes.
I don't know why you're having your late test and I don't know why you're skipping tests, but when you skip tests, that makes me start thinking something.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm sorry for that.
Okay.
It's because okay.
You don't have permission to talk from your attorney unless he allows you to, then I'll entertain whatever you want to say. However, because this is your first violation, I am ordering you to pay $200 to Mothers Against Drunk Drivers, and that's to be paid within 14 days.
Okay.
And what is your phone number, sir?
956-598-0163.
You will receive information where to make that payment. Now, the next time that you come before me, I better have 0 violations from you, or I will have to consider whether or not to modify your bond conditions or revoke them. Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Parsons, how much time do you need, sir?
If the court would give us 30 days, we'd appreciate it, Your Honor.
Okay, September 28th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
Yes, Your Honor, I have 2 more. It's the same defendant. It's number 47 and 48 on your docket.
Okay, Mr. Dominguez, you are excused, sir.
Okay, thank you.
CR 20-0867, I'm sorry, CR 20-08657-I, CR 20-08658-I, State of Texas versus Christopher Diego Marquez.
Yes,
Is
Your
Mr.
Honor.
Marquez present?
He is, Your Honor.
Yes,
He's
Your
in the
Honor.
green shirt.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
It's essentially the same thing. This is a case that was just recently transferred over from 8, and we are in the process of getting discovery, but I believe we can get something worked out. If the court would give us consider giving us 30 days, we'd appreciate that, Your Honor.
Okay, and is this his first DWI arrest?
Yes, Your Honor. Yeah, these are the only 2 charges that he's had before any court, Your Honor.
Okay, does the state have anything?
Yes, Judge. If defense counsel could file his 39.14 request, then we'll provide discovery for him.
We'll get that done, Your Honor.
Okay, and let me see. Okay, then I'll go ahead and have you come back on September 28th at 9:30.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. We appreciate the consideration. There are no other matters that I have before this court, but I do need to get into court aid. Can I be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Attorney Rolando Cantu.
Hi, Your Honor, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Judge, I have number 19, Ashley Campos. She's present via Zoom, Your Honor.
Okay. That is CR 19-01746-I, the state of Texas versus Ashley Margarita Campos. And Ms. Campos, can you please announce yourself?
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, ma'am. Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, this is our first setting in front of Your Honor, in front of this court. This is a transfer for County Court number 2, Your Honor. She is a pretrial diversion applicant, Your Honor. I just need to get a couple of documents from Ms. Campos in order to finalize the application. This is her first DWI, Your Honor. She has no prior criminal history. So I believe she makes a good candidate.
Okay, so then, so you'll be applying for PTD.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Any additional announcement from the state?
Yes, Judge, the defendant is PT eligible, Judge.
Okay. So then, because she doesn't have a device and because you're going to be applying for it, I'm going to give them the opportunity to also review it. I'm gonna trust that the application will be put in and that the state will take this time to also review it. So I'm going to push you out a little further than I normally would. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'm going to have y'all come back on October 28th. During that time, I expect that it be turned in, submitted, and reviewed. And hopefully by that date, we'll have an answer.
Perfect, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you so much. May I be excused,
Okay.
Your Honor?
You certainly may, Ms. Campos, you are excused.
Thank you.
Okay, Attorney Juan Zamora.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
I have Samuel Hernandez, 43 and 44. Your Honor, he's not present today. His wife or his girlfriend gave birth last night.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he's at the hospital. If the court, I mean, we would need more, our announcement was going to be for more time regardless, Judge. I think it's the case where we're going to have to try, but that's the reason why he's not present, Your Honor.
Okay. Any additional announcement from the state?
No announcement on those, Judge.
Okay. We'll come back on September 30th at 9:30.
9:30.
And then let's see where we're at that point.
Thank you, Your Honor. That concludes my business. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, Attorney Juan Flores.
Yes, Your Honor, I've got a few matters for the court, number 11 and 12, Alberto Hernandez.
Okay.
This one, Your Honor, I had forgotten to submit the order for substitutions. I went ahead and submitted that this morning to, go ahead and put me officially on there as the attorney instead of Jonathan Almanza. But that's not the reason we're here today, Your Honor. Today's a restitution hearing. So I don't know if the state's got numbers on restitution.
Yes, CR 20-03640-I, CR 20-03639-I, the state of Texas versus Alberto Hernandez. Mr. Hernandez, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and the state, are you ready?
Yes, Judge.
Go ahead, Mr. Wind.
Yes, Judge. The restitution will be set to 0 for both the cases, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Flores, the restitution has been set to 0 on both cases.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Anything else?
Yes, Your Honor. I also have, well, not for that defendant, Your Honor. I also have numbers 36 and 37, Ashley Astor Garcia.
Okay, Mr. Hernandez, your restitution was set to 0, so it's not necessary for anything to proceed. Therefore, you are excused.
Thank you, ma'am. You have a nice day.
Likewise. CR 20-01.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. You all cut out. Are you still there?
I believe she froze. She's been having some issues with her internet.
Okay.
Ms. Garcia, are you present?
Oh, there you are. Sorry, Judge, it's because.
Yes, Your Honor.
I figured. Okay, go ahead, Counselor.
Your Honor, on this matter, we have the pre-trial diversion packet pending. My client was supposed to get a driver's license and SR22, which she did. So now I've submitted that to the state, copies of her permit and along with the SR22. That barely happened yesterday, so I guess now we just need to wait to be approved for PTD.
Okay, so once you get that, then you're going to apply for PTD.
Well, we've submitted the application and she submitted the fees and everything already. We were just, it wasn't allowed to be processed because she didn't have her driver's license yet, Your Honor. So that's where we're at now. We should already have that.
Okay, so by when do you anticipate her receiving the license?
Ms. Garcia, you did pass your test yesterday, right?
Yes, I did. I'm just waiting on my DPS appointment, which it does take a while.
Did they tell you
Okay.
roughly what?
Are they still running about 6 to 8 weeks?
Yeah, it takes about like a month to get a DPS appointment. They did advise me to do a renewal, like if I would like to renew my license, so it can be a faster date.
So can we have 6 weeks, Your Honor?
I'll have you come back on October the 7th
Okay.
at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
That's it, Your Honor. That's all I have. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Okay, Attorney Juan Tijerina?
Good morning, Judge. I have number 5, Your Honor, on the court's docket. Julio Salinas, he's set for arraignment this morning.
Okay, CR 21-06114-I. Mr. Salinas, are you present?
He is on Zoom, Judge. I think he was having issues with his audio, though.
Oh, is he the one that,
And I've tried to talk to him this morning along with his sister to try to get that resolved, but I'm not sure that he has.
I did send him a message here on Zoom, Judge. If you could.
I saw, it's because he's been trying to connect to audio since we started.
Correct.
And so, do you know if he has a device?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe it's his phone.
No, I'm sorry, a mobile alcohol monitoring device or an interlock device?
I'm not aware of that, Your Honor. He also has another case, Judge. I believe it's CR 17-06-461.
Correct. Yes, but because those are the 2 DWI arrests, he should have been ordered to get a device. And if he has a device and you can get proof of that device, then I will allow you to do a waiver of arraignment.
Okay, Your Honor. I can work with my client on that.
So,
and if he doesn't have a device, Judge, I'll advise the court. So if the court wishes to order one, then I'll kind of direct him.
Yeah, because now I've seen both him and I don't know who that adult lady is. She's been going and trying to help them, and for whatever reason they can't, and they've been like that since we started at 9:30. So I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. So I'll go ahead and give you some time.
Okay.
Let's just go ahead and he should have a device. If he's not, let us know. He will be ordered to have a device, and then you can attach the proof to his waiver, and I'll allow a waiver of arraignment.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll take care of that.
Okay, so I'm gonna reset these to September 9th, just in case you're not able to get him to get the device. But if you can submit the waiver and all that, then we'll get another status date for you.
I will, Judge.
Okay,
I appreciate that, Your Honor. I have nothing further, Judge. May I be excused?
you certainly may, and I don't know if you want to call him because
I will.
If they can't connect to audio, he can't hear us.
Right. I'll call him as soon as I log off, Judge.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Robert Jackson.
Hi, Judge. How you doing?
Doing well, sir. Always you're always hyper.
I'm always happy to be before this honorable court, Judge. It's my favorite court.
Thank you. They already caught you on YouTube. I don't know how many times saying that. Okay, how can I help you this morning, sir?
Judge, we have number 51 on today's docket. It's Mr. Jose Roberto Mendiola. He should be on. We spoke with him this morning and we gave him the Zoom ID.
Okay, that's CR 1508818-I. Jose Roberto Mendiola. Is Mr. Mendiola present?
Yes.
Okay, sir, I do need for you to turn on the camera.
Hold on. There.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, he's a first-time offender and we're asking for a little bit of time because he needs to get his license and he should be a PTD candidate since he doesn't have any other criminal record on this.
Okay, and are you in the process of, Mr. Mendiola, of getting your license?
Yes,
Okay, and how much time do you need for that, sir?
I will need to call again, see what they tell me on the DPS.
Well, why don't you have your license? Is it suspended due to
Yes,
this or suspended
yes.
due to tickets or what?
Yes, tickets.
Okay, so now you need to pay those tickets in order to get this license.
Okay.
Well, do you know what tickets you owe or where you need to go and pay those?
I have to find out. I have one in Louisiana, but I don't know where. I have to investigate and call.
Okay.
I'll do the
Just-
research for him, Judge.
Okay, just so you know, Mr. Mendiola, I'm not gonna continue to reset you so that you can figure it out, okay? You need to make a good effort, find out all the places that you owe those tickets to, and Mr. Jackson's office is going to help you with that, and you need to get those paid. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Okay.
Judge,
And then, because you can't even move forward unless you have your driver's license.
Judge, if I may.
Yes.
Judge, this case was dismissed on the 16th of August.
Well, even better. Mr. Jackson, you may not have received it yet, but this case was dismissed on Monday.
Wow, I wasn't aware, Judge. That's
You probably haven't received it yet because it was just on Monday.
That's perfect. Thank you, Judge. Made my day. Thank you.
We just made your Viernes Chiquito better.
Yes. I'm gonna go out and celebrate, Judge. Thank you.
Hold on, let me see. Okay, now apparently they filed the dismissal that's just pending my signature. So don't celebrate yet. No, I'm just joking.
Okay, Judge. Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
You have a
All right,
wonderful
Mr.
day.
Mendiola, best of luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
I hope never to see you under these circumstances, okay?
No.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Have a
Y'all
wonderful day,
take
Judge.
care.
Bye-bye.
Likewise. Attorney Sunny Palacios?
Good morning, Judge. I have numbers 25 to 28 on your criminal docket. Isaac Escobar.
25 through 28.
That's correct, Judge.
Okay. CR 20-06208-I, CR 20-00317-I, CR 20-06213-I, CR 20-06560-I, the state of Texas versus Isaac Xavier Escobar. And is Mr. Escobar present?
He's present, Judge. I saw him on the screen.
Okay,
Yes.
Mr. Escobar, can you announce yourself?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, on this case, this is a case that was transferred over from County Court 8. This is first status hearing. Discovery is ongoing. We just got notice that there are USBs totaling about 11 DVDs that we're going to send USBs for. So if we maybe have 45 to 60 days, Judge, regarding that. I figure 11 DVDs is going to be a lot.
Okay, does the state have any additional announcement?
Yes, Judge. On one of the cases, we were not able to reach out to the victim because we didn't have a good number for her. But on the other one, we did. CR 20-06213I. We reached out to the victim. That one, Cody Gar. He still wants press charge in that case, Judge.
Well, and that's good. That's 7 DVDs, so that'll lower our DVD request. So the state's not going to proceed on that one. Then we can just proceed on the 208, and the 317, plus the POM charge. That lowers it down to 4 DVDs. So I guess then we just need 30 days.
Okay, so now you're saving money on DVDs at least, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and give you, come back on September the 28th. That should be more than enough time
Yes, Judge.
at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. That does conclude our business. Judge, may we excused.
Yes, you may.
Yeah, very good.
Okay, Attorney James Elanese,
Good morning, Your Honor.
good morning.
I have number 46 on your docket.
Okay, CR 20-00495-I, State of Texas versus Dylan Marker. And is Mr. Marker present?
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I was not able to get in contact with Mr. Dillon. I did speak to his father, who told me that he was in Iowa. However, I wasn't provided any contact information. The father didn't have any contact information from him.
Okay, so he's not aware of today's hearing?
I don't believe so, Judge. It's an old case. I haven't spoken to him in a couple of months, Your Honor. I believe last time I spoke to him was maybe back in February or January of this year.
So a 20 case is old to you. Imagine when I see the ones that are like 15 and all those cases. Okay, then what do you want to do? Can you get in touch with the bondsman? Do they know or?
I didn't try that avenue, Judge. I know the address that I have is the one in Donna. However, his father says that he's in Iowa, so maybe I can get an address, maybe send a letter that way. It's his first offense, Judge. So, I mean.
Who is the alleged victim?
His father, the one I spoke to.
And does the father want to continue to press charges?
No, Judge, he doesn't want to.
Okay. Why don't you confer with the state?
I will, Judge. I'll speak to them, and I know that he's an older gentleman, and I think it might be a little bit of the COVID scare for him to go file an EMP, Judge.
So we'll go ahead and talk with the state, see what can be done. Before I take any KPS out on him, I'll give you an opportunity to do that.
Yes,
in the
ma'am.
meantime, try to see if you can get a hold of him or get an address. Maybe be upfront with the father and just tell him, like, look, can you help me out and find your son? Because that's the only way we're going to dispose of this case.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
if not, then we're going to have to do, I don't know, and it would have to come from the state, but anyway, go ahead and do that. I'll give you till September the 28th. So that should be enough time for you.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have for today. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Have a good day, ma'am.
Likewise. Okay, Mr. Aleman, are you ready? I didn't see a reaction button, so I wasn't sure if you had your client on or not.
Your Honor, I'm trying to ascertain, to be honest with you. I haven't seen him. I've sent a text, tried calling the number I have for him. That's Joseph Garces. I talked to him yesterday, though.
Okay. So is he aware of today's hearing?
He is aware, to be honest with you, Your Honor, and I sent him a text with the Zoom information.
Okay, so let me call out CR 1914494-I, CR 1914495-I, CR 1914496-I, CR 1914497-I, the state of Texas versus Joseph Garces. Mr. Garces, are you present? Joseph Philip Castilleja Garces. Joseph Philip Castilleja Garces. Joseph Philip Castilleja Garces. The name being called out 3 times and no response. What does the state say of this no-show defendant?
State requests that a judgment not shall be granted, the case issue, and all bond forfeited for this no-show defendant.
And I'm going to add that to an additional case that I inadvertently omitted, CR 20-07851-I. Okay. Well, you can only do what you can do, Mr. Aleman.
Yes, Your Honor. I do appreciate your consideration. I'll keep trying to reach him in the meantime.
If you get a hold of him and you want that recall, go ahead and call my office and we can set you up quickly.
I appreciate that, Judge. May I be excused in the meantime?
You certainly may, sir. Have a good day.
Have a great day, Judge.
Okay, Attorney Jaime Morales.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jaime Morales here on behalf of Lara Gutierrez. Lara Gutierrez is also on camera. She speaks Spanish, number 42 on the docket.
Okay. CR 1911251-I, State of Texas versus Laura Gutierrez. And Ms. Castaneda, please have Ms. Gutierrez, ask Ms. Gutierrez to announce herself.
Ms. Gutierrez, por favor, ¿se presenta?
Sí, aquí estoy. ¿Sí me miran?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, I had previously spoken to Melissa Lozano on this case. My client had the interlock, well, it's gonna be a plea, Your Honor. We're just trying to work out on the details, Your Honor. I forwarded some information to Ms. Lozano and to Mr. Nguyen just a few minutes ago. My client had the interlock device for nearly 3 years, Your Honor. And so I sent over the reports. We're just trying to negotiate that part of it and see if they're willing to work with us based on her performance for the 3 years she had the interlock device on.
Okay. Ms. Soto, do we have a report on Ms. Gutierrez?
She currently doesn't have the interlock device. She had been ordered to have it with part of another case, which has been disposed of. So probation had contacted her and allowed her to remove the device.
Okay.
Okay, Judge, I did have information that she had her device with Safeguard. I contacted Safeguard. They told me that she does have her mobile device with them, and I'm pending a report from them. But that's the information that I have.
Okay, so she has a mobile device, Mr. Morales.
Well, she had a combination of the two. At one point, she had the interlock device, and then it was switched over to the mobile. Like I said, I'm not sure. I know I can send it to Ms. Soto what I had, but I sent the information to Mr. Nguyen and to Ms. Lozano. So I'm hoping we can work this out within a week, and then that way we can just get that out.
Okay, so do you want to be set on the plea docket for August 26th?
Your Honor, I believe that should be sufficient.
Okay, so then it'll be August 26th at 1:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, can you please let Ms. Gutierrez know?
Ms. Gutiérrez, su próxima corte es el 26 de agosto a la 1:30 de la tarde.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and let her know that she's dismissed and she can go ahead and get off the Zoom.
Ms. Gutiérrez, se puede retirar.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Morales, any other case?
That was my only case today, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you, sir. Have a good day.
You too.
Okay, Attorney Juan Alvarez?
Yes, Your Honor. I have Jeanette Garcia, CR-18-16141-I. She has a felony case pending, Judge.
Okay, that's number 38 on the court's docket, and is Ms. Garcia present?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Okay, and Mr. Alvarez, is that felony at intake or has it already been indicted?
Let me see, Your Honor.
Does the state know?
Judge, is that pretrial, set for October 21st?
That is correct. It's on possession, Judge, in the 139th.
Okay, I'll have you come back on October the 28th
Yes, Your Honor.
at 9:30.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Garcia, we'll see you at that time, ma'am.
The
Okay, thank you, Ms.
28th, is that correct, Your Honor?
Yes, 10/28 at 9:30.
Thank you.
Okay,
Okay.
and what other case, sir?
That's all the business I have before this honorable court, Your Honor. May I have an excuse?
I have Priscilla Hernandez Zamora for Ms. Canales.
I do apologize. That is correct, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Zamora, I think the last time was in labor.
Yes, she was, Judge. She has given birth to her child. The only thing she was requesting was that she has a device on her, Judge, and she didn't want the device, and the court would entertain that issue.
Well, she needs to be present. Is Ms. Zamora present?
Yeah, I had it set for 1:30 for some reason, Judge.
Okay, so she thinks that it's at 1:30?
Yes, and because I have it set at 1:30, so I may have given her that wrong information.
Okay, I'll go ahead and carry it over to 1:30 then.
Yes, Judge. I'm going to be catching a flight in the next, at about 2 o'clock, I'm going to be flying out of town. And I'll see if I can get somebody to cover for me, Judge.
Okay, so I'll carry it over to 1:30 then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, and also you have Abel Barroso, CR 21-00456-I. Is Mr. Barroso present? He is present. I don't know. Do you know if he's English speaking or Spanish speaking?
I'm not sure, Your Honor. I don't have him on my docket. Abel Barroso?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm here, ma'am.
Okay. We were pending your notice of appearance and his pretrial diversion packet was also pending.
Yes, excuse me, Judge. My attorney is Jesse Contreras, and I'm in contact with him. And he said that my court was at 1:30.
Okay, no, it's at right now. So, Mr. Alvarez, it's okay. You're excused. Apparently,
Thank you,
Mr.
Your Honor.
Contreras is his attorney of record, but they haven't filed it yet.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, sir. Have a safe flight.
Thank you, Judge. Be
Okay.
safe. Thank you.
So, Mr. Barroso, your hearing is for today. So I don't know, this morning, as of now. So I don't know,
Yeah,
I do have a couple of more people. So if you want, you can have an opportunity to call Mr. Contreras and have
Okay.
him come on.
Okay, so I tell him to log on as of right now?
Yes, sir. And the reason he doesn't receive the link is because he hasn't filed what he's supposed to have filed.
Okay.
So-
Then I'll let him know right now, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll just see if we can get a hold of him and then come back in, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Mr. Trejo?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
I have number 54 and 55 on your criminal docket, State of Texas versus Eric Perez.
Okay. That CR 20-11408-I and CR 21-05948-I, State of Texas versus Eric Perez. Is Mr. Perez present?
Judge, he's present in my office. I'm going to turn the camera around.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Okay. And what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, there is a third case. I believe it's a misdemeanor, and we're still waiting for that. So we're asking for additional time so that we can take care of all three cases together.
Okay, sir. Did you get your waiver of arraignment filed on the 21-05948-I?
Yes, Your Honor, I believe I did file that.
Okay, can you tell me what date you filed that?
Judge, I have it filed as of April. I'm not sure why that note remained on the docket.
Okay.
I apologize.
Okay, so we're pending, is that third misdemeanor case at intake, does the state know?
Judge, I don't see that third one, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Trejo, do you know where, are you sure it's a misdemeanor and not a felony? Or are you sure there's a third case?
There is a third case. I know it's a possession of controlled substance charge. I thought it was a misdemeanor. I don't know if it might be a felony.
Well, it was a possession of controlled substance. I see that it was rejected.
Okay, well, on my screen, it doesn't show accepted or rejected. So if it's rejected, then if we could get a status on these two cases, Judge, and then we can proceed on these two cases.
Okay. So then what are we gonna do on these two?
Well, now that one's rejected, Your Honor, I don't see that my client has any priors. We'll probably submit an application for PTD.
Okay, have you already completed discovery? Have you received everything you needed to? Are there videos or anything?
I would have to double check, Your Honor. I believe we received discovery on CR 20-11408-I. I'm not sure about the CR 21-05948-I.
Okay.
But that shouldn't be a problem.
Can the state tell me if discovery has been turned into the defense counsel on each of these cases, please?
Defense counsel is correct, Judge. The discovery was provided for one of the cases, and it needs to be provided for the other one.
Which is the one that it has not been provided for?
The CR 21-05948-I, Judge.
Okay, has it not been provided because the 39-14 hasn't been filed, or it just hasn't been given yet?
Hasn't been filed yet. It hasn't been sent by us yet, Judge.
Okay, so then just go ahead and get that discovery out to the defense counsel, please.
Yes, Judge.
And Do you show any videos on any one of these cases that Mr. Trejo would need to take you a USB?
Let me take a look, Judge.
Thank you.
On the one that already provided, that we provide discovery, that one only has photos, Judge. Not sure if like it's digital photos or, paper photos. On the other one, let me check.
So it doesn't show if it's digital or paper?
No, Judge.
Well, if you already submitted all the discovery on that one, then it would have already, if it was paper photos, you would have them, correct, Mr. Trejo?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
And for other one, there's no DB or no pictures for that one.
Okay. All right, then how much time are you asking for, sir?
45 days, Your Honor.
Okay, September 28th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have. May I be excused?
You certainly may. Okay, Attorney Noe Alanis? Mr. Alanis?
Yes, Judge. Good morning.
Good morning. Good
Can
morning,
you give me a
sir.
minute, sir? I'll be right back. Good morning, Judge. This is Attorney Noe Alanis.
Yes, sir. What number?
I have number 71 on the docket, Your Honor. This is set for a
Give me one moment. Give me one moment. Okay, we're back on the record. Oh, gotta love the dogs. Okay. Mr. Alanis, I'm sorry about that. Okay, what number are you on the court's docket?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm number 71 on the docket. This case was transferred over, and I had requested consideration on a pretrial diversion. They had sent me an email saying that there was priors, and so the client was not eligible. However, I did talk to the state again for reconsideration. We believe that we have no priors, and so they were going to look into it to see if he qualified.
Okay, that's CR 20-00359-I, State of Texas versus Jose Javier Reyes. Is Mr. Reyes present?
Yes, he is, Judge. I saw him on the participation list.
Okay, Mr. Reyes, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, and so, Mr. Nguyen, do you show on your end that you have the packet and it's for reconsideration?
Judge, I see that it was denied on November 3rd of last year, but I don't see any reconsideration on file. But, you know, if defense counsel will seek a reconsideration, if he could email Mr. Gonzalez.
Okay, so I'm not sure if we spoke to Mr. Viescas prior to him leaving, Mr. Alanis, but you'll need to speak to Mr. Gonzalez now.
Okay, Judge, I wasn't aware of that. Okay, I will speak with Mr. Gonzalez.
Okay, and I'll give you a little bit of time to do that so I can find out if we're gonna be, if they're going to give you if they're going to reconsider, and if not, what will we be doing? So we'll come back on September the 16th at 9:30.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, likewise. Okay, so.
Can I be excused?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, Reynaldo Sainz. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir, who is your attorney?
I'm gonna represent myself, ma'am.
Okay, so you're not going to, you're gonna represent yourself. You don't want a court-appointed attorney or be considered for court-appointed attorney, and you don't want to
Oh, no.
retain an attorney?
Oh, no, ma'am, I'll represent myself.
Okay, so then that means that you will be held to the standard of an attorney, sir. So I hope you know what you're doing in representing yourself, and I will admonish you, and that I don't think you should, but if you want to, then I'm gonna have to hold you to that standard. Do you understand that?
Okay, they're gonna drop some charges, but I don't know if I needed an attorney or not, like.
Judge, if I may?
I was gonna for them.
Yes, go ahead.
Judge, the victim should be on to give victim testimony today.
Who is,
The victim, Judge, her name is Dolores Mesa.
Ms. Mesa, are you present? Okay, you're on mute, ma'am.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am, so it looks like they're telling me that you are wanting to drop charges?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you're wanting to put on some testimony today?
Yes, just to explain, more or less what happened that day, and they probably got miscommunicated the Mercedes PD because I was not on my right sense of mind of that time.
Okay, hold on. All right, then raise your right hand.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you swear that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Wind, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Mesa, what is your relationship with the defendant?
He's my boyfriend.
And do you live in the same household as the defendant?
No, he has his place, I have mine. He stays with me sometimes.
Can you tell me what happened on July 16th, 2020?
Mm-hmm. Me and him were just, hanging out and having a couple of drinks, and little things led to one another. And I was just going through a lot of time with my dad passing away, and my daughter had just left out of town with her boyfriend. So a little bit it got out of hand, and I asked him to leave, and he didn't want to leave at the time, but I needed my space, and so I called the PD, and that's when they came and they told him to leave. So that's how it really happened, more or less, that I remember.
Okay. Were there any violent acts involved?
I'm sorry, sir?
Were there any violent acts involved?
Violent like action? No, no.
The defendant placed his right hand on your neck and your left forearm?
That I think it just happened real fast, that we just pushed a little and shoved, but he left.
Is there a history of violence in your relationship?
No, that was our one-time incident that happened that day.
And are you concerned about any future violent acts?
No,
Did you fill out an affidavit of non-prosecution with the DA's office?
yes, sir.
And did you fill it out in your own free will?
Yes, sir.
And nobody promised you anything or threatened you in any way to get you to sign the affidavit?
No,
And do you wish to drop the charges against the defendant?
yes, sir.
You do understand that by dropping the charges, this case cannot be reopened in the future. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
However, you do understand that if another incident was to occur, you can open up a new case, right?
Okay, yes, sir.
That's all the questions, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Sines, since you're technically representing yourself, sir, do you have any questions of the witness?
No, ma'am, everything's correct, you know.
Okay.
Just led one thing to
All right.
another, you know, because she was having problems. Understand.
Okay, then the court will accept your testimony and this will be dismissed administratively, okay? Which means, does he have to do something or?
Yes, Judge. He'll need to take the anger management course by Mujeres Unidas.
Okay, and is that the 24-week course?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Sines, in order for you to complete this process and for it to be dismissed, you do have to enroll in anger management course that is given by Mujeres Unidas. That is a 24-week course. I suggest you call as soon as possible because there is a waiting list to get on. And these classes are once a week. I believe they said on Mondays. So there needs to be room, I'm assuming, as people conclude the course, then they allow new people to come in. So where can he get this information from, Mr. Nguyen?
The defendant could reach out to the probation office, provide him the information with the course. Judge.
Okay, Ms. Soto, can he contact you?
Yes, Judge, if you can provide a phone number, I can call him sometime today, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Sines, what is your phone number?
It's 956-650-8845.
Okay,
I will
sir.
call you sometime today. Sorry, Judge.
That's okay. Ms. Soto is from the probation department. She will contact you sometime this afternoon. We do have a long docket this afternoon, so it'll be probably later in the afternoon. Okay? Just whenever she calls, make sure you answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see when you get enrolled and how you're coming along in that. So I'm gonna give you a 60-day status. I'll have you come back on October the 28th. And I just wanna make sure that you've enrolled in Mujeres Unidas and how many courses you've taken by that time. And if you're on track to finish by the end of the year or so, okay? Actually, a little bit longer probably.
Right.
Yeah, you'll be going into next year.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll see you October 28th at 9:30. That's just for Mr. Sines, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I got it.
Okay, all right, you're both excused.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Likewise. Okay, Mr. Contreras?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that's CR 21-00456-I, State of Texas versus Abel Barroso.
Your Honor, I was under the impression we were set for 1:30, but that's okay. I mean, that's the impression I got because I did have federal court in the morning, but it got reset to the afternoon. But it's okay. This is Barroso's case, Your Honor. We can set it up for a plea, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm also pending your notice of appearance, sir. If you can get that done as soon as possible.
Got it. No problem.
The previous attorney continues to appear. And so you may not have received the link for this morning because of that.
Oh, no problem.
Okay, sir. So he's going to be pleading?
Yes, Your Honor, I think. But if either way, status hearing will be, I'll be asking for a status hearing just in case we do otherwise, Your Honor. We don't plea.
Okay, so do you want me to send him for a status hearing or do you want me to set him for a plea?
Let's just set up for a status if you don't mind, Your Honor. And
Okay.
there's a possibility that we might plea out, but status hearing
Okay.
is sufficient.
So in the meantime, what are we gonna be doing?
Judge,
What are we going to do? Mr. Nguyen?
Judge, the defendant is PT eligible, so just let the defense counsel know about that.
Okay, Mr. Contreras, your client is PTD eligible.
Okay. But that's what I'm seeking, Your Honor, just a status hearing.
Well, I can give a status hearing, but I'm gonna wanna know what we're going to do for that.
We'll submit the
status
documentation.
In the
We'll submit-
meantime.
Your Honor, we'll submit the PTD package in the
Okay,
meantime, Your Honor.
So then he's
And
gonna
along-
apply for PTD.
Hopefully, yes, he gets accepted, but yes, Your Honor. Yes, he will.
Okay, I'm gonna give him a status for October the 28th at 9:30. Between now and then, if he's going to apply for PTD, he needs to do so, not the day before, but in enough time to give the state an opportunity to consider it, okay?
Absolutely. Yes, Your Honor.
Judge, if I may, Judge, he does have his mobile device with Safeguard, and for the past month, he had 1 late test and 10 skip tests.
Okay, Mr. Barroso, you've been on from the beginning, so you've heard when I said that I don't have tolerance. So
Yes,
now that
ma'am.
I know that you have a mobile device, I cannot set you out that far. And especially since you've had violations. So I'm gonna tell you that you cannot skip your test. Do you understand me? Do you
But
have an
Officer,
issue with the times?
No, ma'am. But I believe I was out of town on vacation with my family, and when we were traveling, I wasn't getting no service for some of the times. So
Did you have-
I have.
Did you have
I do
permission
know
to leave the county, sir?
I honestly don't know. I mean,
need
I don't
to-
think I had like a warrant.
You
or
need to
anything, but-
review, sir, you're out on bond. So you need to review your bond conditions. Your bond
Okay.
conditions sometimes prohibit you from leaving the county pending the case. So in
Okay.
other words, throughout this entire case, you possibly may not be able to leave the county. And that happens so that we keep track of you. So you need to review those bond conditions with your attorney, because if you need to travel outside of the county, then he's going to have to ask for a bond modification. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I believe there's no any type of condition that he's remaining in Hidalgo County, but I'll still look at it, Your Honor, and see if it's in compliance. But I believe again that there's no conditions set out for him not to travel outside the county.
Okay.
But I
Well,
will
it-
review that anyway.
It does depend on the municipality that
Yes, Your
arraigned him
Honor.
initially, because I know some do.
Yes, Your Honor, no problem. What
Okay.
date are you giving us now, Your Honor?
Well, because of his violations, he is ordered to pay $200 to Mothers Against Drunk Drivers within 14 days. And then I'm gonna see him back here on September the 16th to monitor how he's doing, and if he has other violations, then I'm gonna have to consider whether or not to revoke his bond and incarcerate him.
Understood, yeah. Thank you, Judge.
So you may wanna have a conversation with him and tell him this is serious.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, September 16th at 9:30, Mr. Barroso, and I expect you'll have 0 violations.
Yes,
Your
ma'am.
Honor, I do have some other hearings before the court, but I believe they're 1:30, just to verify.
Okay,
1:30
Judge,
hearing.
if I may,
yes.
Judge, yes, the court did give Mr. Contreras the courtesy of moving his cases. His office thought that his federal hearing was in the morning. They were moved to 1:30, but due to this case pending the notice of appearance, this case was not moved because it was still under
Got you.
Mr. Alvarez.
Perfect.
So his other cases were at 1:30.
No problem,
Yes.
Judge. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, hold on, I don't wanna make you come back. What does he have at 1:30? What does Mr. Barroso have at 1:30?
No, Your Honor.
Oh, Mr. Contreras has,
Yes.
okay, I thought it was the defendant. Okay, then we will see you at 1:30 then, Mr. Contreras.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Okay, Mr. Barroso, what's your phone number?
956-376-3977.
Okay, Ms. Soto, at her first available moment, we'll contact you to give you the information on payment for that fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Will be excused?
yes, you may.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay, Ms. Marcelina Martinez?
Hello? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Do you have an attorney?
Yes, I do. I was scheduled for 9:30, but I'm not sure why they're not here.
Who is your attorney?
I'm not sure of who it is.
Okay, your attorney is Jorge Munoz. You're number 50 on the court docket. If someone from my staff can contact Mr. Munoz to see if he plans to make an appearance this morning. Okay, be on standby, Ms. Martinez. Let me call someone else. Okay, Dora Leticia Saishio, Saishio.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, ma'am, who is your attorney?
Oh, it's Mr.
Sorrells?
It's, let me just keep. I have here that it's a attorney Daniel Farrell.
Yes, it's attorney Daniel Sorrells. And that's number 75 on the court's docket, CR 21-04350-I. Has Mr. Sorrells made contact with our office?
Judge, Mr. Jose Antonio Solis did send me a message. He was called into court out of nowhere. One of his clients was getting taken into custody. He did advise me that he could make the announcement this afternoon and that he would contact Ms. Hika, but I'm not sure if that was made. We did send him the link and I did confirm that he received the link for the afternoon.
Okay, it's fine. We can take care of it right now. We'll go ahead. Ms. Hika, you have an arrest warrant that was issued for you because you didn't show up the last time. So we're gonna go ahead and recall that, but you need to be careful because it does take some time before we process that. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so when you have a hearing, it's very important for you to come to that hearing. So I'm gonna give you a short reset date so you can have an opportunity to talk to your attorney to see what it is that you're going to do on this case, okay?
Okay.
And that'll be on September the 16th at 9:30.
September the 16th, 9:30. Okay.
Okay, then we'll see you then.
And thank you so much. Have a
You're
wonderful
welcome.
day. Okay,
Thank
bye-bye.
you. Okay, Carlos's iPhone, is that Carlos Valerio?
No, it's Carlos Fuentes, ma'am.
Okay, one moment. Who is your attorney, sir?
Orlando Jimenez.
Have we heard from Mr. Jimenez's office? Okay, you're number 29 on the court's docket, CR 19-07017-I. Mr. Fuentes, do you want an opportunity to contact your attorney?
Yes, ma'am. I'll text him right now.
Okay. I'm only waiting for your attorney and Mr. Munoz. Have we heard from, did Mr. Derek Salinas make an announcement or contact our office?
Judge, he had reset me on reset a case, but I don't know whether it was it wasn't this case. I know that I entered that reset. It was a felony that was pending. But then I saw his name right now, but I'm trying to find it. It's on number 76, correct?
No, number 8 and number 9.
Ooh, okay, 1 second.
But there's been an ISI that's been pending.
Number 8 and number 9. Okay, Judge, on number 76, his case was dismissed.
Okay, what number, I'm sorry?
76.
Okay, so that's been dismissed.
And then let me check on number 8 and number 9. He submitted waivers, Judge, late afternoon yesterday for the resisting. And let me see the other case. And the assault. We're still pending for them to be transferred and sent to our queue, Judge.
That's probably why he
Yes,
didn't
ma'am.
appear. Okay, what dates are we giving them?
Judge, whatever you find feasible is fine. I know that they're companion cases, so
Okay, let's come back on 9:30.
yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
This is Mr. Fuentes. OJ texted me back right now that he is in federal court on an emergency.
Okay, well, can you verify, can the state verify if Mr. Fuentes still has a felony pending?
Let's see that, Judge. Yes, Judge, he still has a felony intake, Judge.
Oh, so it's just that intake?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Fuentes, do you have a device, a mobile alcohol monitoring device or an interlock device?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Who do you have that with?
Safety check.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have any reports for him?
Yes, Judge, I do have a report from him from June 5th up until August 17th, Judge. He had 2 late tests and 14 missed tests.
Okay, Mr. Fuentes, why are you missing your tests?
On some of them, ma'am, it's because of my work. I thought I would be getting out early, but sometimes my employees don't come into work, so I stay throughout the shift. And on another occasion, I missed to pay my payment and it was on the weekend. So, but I was still blowing and I was like taking screenshots of it when it was coming out as 0 on the machine, but it just wasn't going through because I had not made the payment. But then on Monday I made the payment.
Okay, sir, if you are having issues with your work schedule, then you need to let the probation department know.
Yes, I will. I didn't have them because of my work, but now since employees have been calling in sick, I usually stay till
Okay,
whenever
so
somebody comes in.
you need to get a copy of that shift, your schedule, and get that to Ms. Soto. What is your phone number?
956-706-2997.
Okay,
And
you
usually
are.
I'm the one that does the schedule. So when employees don't come to work, well, I mean, I have to stay.
I understand that, but you can't be missing or skipping tests because it's a
Yes, ma'am.
violation of your bond condition.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
is this his second DWI arrest or?
Judge, he has 29 and 30 on the docket.
Okay, let me see.
And I
Yes,
believe
this
that-
is my second one,
Okay.
yes.
So you have CR 1907017-I as well. Okay. All right. Okay, Mr. Fuentes, you've heard me admonish everyone else that has
Yes,
also
ma'am.
had violations. You are ordered to pay $200 to Mothers Against Drunk Drivers within 14 days of today's date. I do need a phone number for you.
956-706-2997.
Okay, Ms. Soto, as soon as she's available, we'll contact you to see when it is, where it is that you need to make that payment. Next time that you have any violations, sir, then I will consider whether or not to revoke your bond. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, it won't happen again.
Okay. All right, Mr. Fuentes, and we're gonna have you come back on September the 16th
Okay,
at 9:30.
I'll let my attorney know also at the same time.
Okay, yes, please do. And tell him he needs to be present.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Have a good day.
You too, bye-bye.
Okay, Mr. Munoz?
Good morning, Judge. I have Marcelina Martinez, Judge, CR 19-14624-. Judge. I'm asking the court for an additional setting, Judge. I'd also ask Ms. Martinez if she can please call me to the office as soon as the court's over so that I can discuss the recommendation with her.
So you do have a recommendation?
I do, Judge.
And how much time do you need?
Judge, 3 weeks, Judge.
Okay. September 16th at 9:30.
Perfect. May she be excused, Judge? May I be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, what about number 20? CR 19-15085-I.
That one was dismissed, Judge.
Okay. Number 56.
Number 56, Judge. Let me look it up. Judge, I don't believe we received a call from Mr. Capello, and I don't see anything filed by the state either regarding a disposition order.
Okay. I'm just gonna do a very quick, well, not very quick, because they're gonna have to get notice to the person, but we'll do September 9th. And please let Mr. Capello know to be present. He's always real good about being here.
Yes, ma'am.
September 9th at 9:30. Okay, and number 78, did we move that one to 1:30? Is that the one you were talking about, or?
No, Judge, he just informed me about number 75, but I would assume that I did send him the link, so I'll make sure that he appears in the afternoon.
Okay,
Or
well,
this
just give him the same reset date for right now, September 16th at 9:30 for the
Yes,
other
ma'am.
case.